Greetings. In today's lesson, I want us to look at number sentences. So, you may be asking yourself, what are number sentences? So, number sentences are mathematical expressions using numbers and symbols. Which symbols? Plus, minus, multiply by, divide by, equal to, and many more. So, these numbers and symbols are used to represent relationships or operations, right? So they can also be used to solve problems. So there are different types of number sentences. So we can have addition, we can have subtraction, we can have multiplication, we can have division. So I give an example of each there. So with addition, I gave an example of 8 plus 4 is equal to 12. With subtraction, 10 minus 3 is equal to 7. With multiplication, 3 times 6 is equal to 18. Division, 20 divided by 4 is equal to 5. Okay, so I hope that is understandable. So let's jump to exercises. So number 1 says, fill in the missing number. So now you can see with A that we are dealing with an addition. Why? Because we are seeing a plus sign. So how do we work out addition? So we can simply say 1, 3, 0, and then we have 0, 7, 1 there, and then we have that line, a plus sign there. 0 plus 0, 0, that plus that, it's 10, but then we write a 0, we then carry a 1 there. Why do we carry a 1? Because that plus that is 10, so you write a 0 and then you just carry a 1 there. 1 plus 1 is 2, plus this one is going to be a 3. I hope this is making sense. So that's a 300. So let me just put it there that we have the answer of 300. B says 140 plus is equal to 300. So what you have to notice that you have to ask yourself, if I add or subtract something from 140, I am supposed to get the 300. So for me to get 300 from 140, it means that I have to add something. What can I add? I can just simply think, okay, if I say 140 plus 150, does it give me 300? No, it doesn't. It gives me 290. So if I say 140 plus 160, does it? Yes, it does. So then your answer here, it means that it's going to be a 160, right? So you're done with that, you're done with that. Coming to C, but 130 plus is equal to 300. So similarly to B, you think, okay, for me to get 300, what happened to 130, sorry. So if I say 150 plus 130, do I get the answer? No, I don't. So what if I say 170 plus 130? Do I get the 300? Yes, I do. So it means that the 170 is your answer. So you can just simply think, or you can even use a scribbler to calculate. So D says 300 minus is equal to 160. So you think, okay, if I had 300 and now I have 160, what happened? Like what did I do? Did I add? Did I subtract? But there, luckily, they already gave us that we are subtracting. So if we say 300 minus 140, do I get 160? Yes, I do. So it means that the answer there is 140. And you are done. Okay. So jumping to B, number 2, sorry. It says calculate the following. Okay, let me just close. Okay, let's see. There we go. So it says calculate the following. So B says 46 minus 46 is equal to So if I say 46 minus 46, what do I remain with? So let me give an example. So let me say I have 46 apples, and then I decide to give my friend 46 apples. How many are going to remain? It means that I'm going to have nothing, because I took my oranges and give away to my friend, all of them. Now I have nothing. So it means that nothing here is a 0. So I'm going to write my 0 there. and you're done. So B says minus is equal to 0. So you think, okay, here we had 46 apples or oranges, we gave it to friends, and then we remain with nothing. So what can I write? I can just write 5 minus 5 is equal to 0. Why? Because if I have 5 apples and decide to give my friend 5 apples, I'm gonna remain with nothing. So jumping to C, 165 minus is equal to 165. So here an example that I can make, I can just say I have 165 friends. My friends have nothing, and I decided not to give them any, or not to give my friend any money, even a single 1 rand. And then it means that I gave him nothing. It means that the answer here is going to be a 0. And then you are sorted. Jumping to D, it is 37 minus 4 plus 4. So for this part, you use what we call BODMAS. So this is a mathematical rule. So it's called BODMAS rule. So you check, do I have a B, which is the brackets? We don't. Of, we don't. Division, nah. Multiplication, nope. But we have addition and subtraction. So it means that firstly we're gonna start off with addition. So how do I add? So I'm simply going to say negative 4 plus 4, and then I remain with my 37 down here. So if I say negative 4 plus 4, I'm going to remain with minus 0, right? So now you're going to say 37 minus 0, the answer is going to be 37, and you are done. So it means that the answer here is 37. Okay, I hope this made sense. So let's jump to E. E says 27 plus 6 minus 6. BODMAS, remember, we start off with brackets. We don't have off, we don't have division, multiply, addition. We do have it, we have that one. So we're going to say 27 plus 6 minus 6. So we're gonna start off with this part, which is simply going to give us, let me see, I think the answer is 33 minus 6, which is simply going to be equal to 27, and you are done. So it means that the answer there is 27. So here, let me just use red, so the answer here is 27, and you are done. So jumping to number 2, A says 47 plus 22 is equal to therefore minus 22 is equal to they were vague here. So what do? You're going to add that and get the answer. Therefore the answer minus any of these number, let's say minus 22, it's supposed to give you the 47. Let's prove. So let's see, 47 plus 22 is going to be, let me see, 47, 22 plus that is 9, that plus that is 6. So it means that the answer is 69. So here we're going to say therefore 69 minus 22 is supposed to give you a 47, and you are done, right? B says 56 plus 31 is equal to therefore minus is equal to So what you can do here, you can simply say 56. Let me pull this up. So it's 56 plus 31. That plus that is 7. That plus that is 8. So it means that the answer here is 87. 87 minus, you can take any here. So let me choose 31. So 87 minus 31, it's supposed to give me a 56. And you are done. I hope this makes sense.